Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, December 4th, in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome, and we got to start things off right off the bat with our unofficial sponsor of the show, and I'm talking about my man Rob Johnson, the owner and proprietor of Computune. The guy's a walking genius, a brain with computers, a wizard. And it's better to have Stephanie, I've known for over 30 years, a total sweetheart. And he's in Taunton, Massachusetts. They're in Taunton. And there's your contact information. If you need someone to help you out with your computer, this man's helped me out personally, okay? This dude knows what he's doing, which is good, because I sure as hell don't. But I also got to give another unofficial sponsor we just gained, and shame on me for not mentioning him sooner. My good friend, Chef Gennard Wells, otherwise known as the Love Chef. This guy is a phenomenal man, a true inspiration, phenomenal guy. Hell of a cook, too. I've seen him on the Food Network, and I've chatted up with him a bunch of times. This man is a wizard in the kitchen. I tell you, him and my wife, boy, put those two together. Woo, man! That would be some real magic. Not that kind of magic in the kitchen, but I'm telling you, I've seen the food that this man makes. Incredible, and he's a good Christian man, a phenomenal man, family man. Got 8 kids. Oh yeah, he's the Love Chef, baby. He better know how to cook. He's got a lot of kids to take care of. And he does too. A great man indeed. Chef Gennard Wells. That's CHEFJERNARDWELLS. Chef Gennard Wells, all one word. Facebook.com/that. Please like the page. Represent us loud. We gotta represent him loud and proud. We got over 20 friends already that have liked this page. Keep spreading the love for the Love Chef, because he deserves it. With that said, it is beer time. That's right. Today's beer of the day, Breckenridge Brewery out of Denver, Colorado. And this one is Lucky U IPA. That's right. A good brew indeed. This is India Pale Ale. This stuff's good. I've had it before. 6.2%, so it is not weak. Proper beer consumption apparatus for today. Proper beer opening technique. That's right. I know, not a very good pop today there, Justin Dimmer, but that's all right. 45-degree angle, proper beer pouring technique, right into the beer consumption apparatus. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kampai, as they say in Japan. It's a pretty good IPA, too. Got some bite to it. All right, let's get to the birthday shout-outs. Right off the bat, my man Ziggy Martinez. Now, this guy I have yet to meet in person, but we love our Mafia Wars, folks. Big, bad mafiosos, that's what we do. Great way to get out of aggression. Check out Mafia Wars on the old Facebook. And add the Love Doctor. That's right, Reverend Dr. B, this guy. Be sure to add the Love Doctor to your crew. And let's go whack some schmucks, eh? Schmucks and schmuckettes. Ziggy, hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you enjoy this here show. And you, my friend, celebrate the birthday in style with a good adult beverage. You have a wicked awesome day. And cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, a badass crew dog that I worked with in good old Japan. And then he moved to England later on. Didn't work with me directly, but I saw him from time to time in England as well. And I'm talking about my man Crazy Karl Schofield. What's up, brother? Now see, Karl, you were born the same exact month, day, and year as my good friend Ziggy. Alright? So Ziggy, Karl, you guys came into the world the same day. How cool is that? Karl, what's going on, my man? Always a pleasure hearing from you. A great man indeed. A badass, hard-working son bitch. And totally ultra cool. And we went on lots of field trips together, didn't we? Oh, hell yeah, we did. Great places. But Karl, my man, a big cheers and beers to you. I miss the hell out of you. I can't wait to drink beer with you again someday. Been way too long, bro. Hey, come on down to Yeehaw, Texas, where men and the bulls run scared. Come on down here and we'll drink some beers together, all right? But Karl, you have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. And I'll do the same as well. Next on the list. Here's a great lady that my better half and I knew in good old Japan. And I'm talking about the lovely Wendy Rio. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. And always a pleasure hearing from you. Just one of the sweetest, nicest ladies you'll ever meet. Ultra cool. And hey, she's a good friend of Farrah's. And nobody knows how to pick them better than she does. So therefore, my good friend Wendy happens to be a good friend of mine as well. And you are awesome. And always a pleasure. And I hope you're doing well and hope you enjoy the show. Cheers and beers to you. You have a wicked awesome birthday. And the final birthday of the day goes to another badass crew dog. This guy did work within jolly old England. And I'm talking about you, Kyle Burns. A man that is highly intellectual. Lots of great posts. Dude, your posts are phenomenal. They really are, man. And when I see them, I can't help but chime on. You just crack me up, man. You post some of the goofiest shit, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Kyle, hope you're doing well. Miss the hell out of you. Miss working with you. A damn good man indeed. And a big cheers of beers to you. Drink a pint tonight. Or two, actually. Party like it's 1969. Minus the acid. And brother, you have a wicked awesome day. Cheers and beers, brother. Now for some additional shout outs. And I've got to give it up to my good man, Kevin Sherman. I know I give him lots of shout outs, but he deserves it all the time. And this guy had the most phenomenal weekend ever. And I'm so happy for you, brother. And shout out to your better half, Sehrah. I hope I pronounced that right. Sehrah. A total sweetheart indeed. Someday, maybe, you'll be Sehrah Sherman. How cool would that be? Wow. But I see you're a beer connoisseur, it looks like. Phenomenal. You and Kevin got so many common interests. It is awesome. Absolutely wicked awesome. Living in Illinois, otherwise known as Western Indiana. But Kevin, I know you watch this show each and every day. And I know your better half, I'm sure she will too. Because I'm tagging her in this here show, buddy. Along with you, of course. And I got to give it up for you too. Because from what I've gathered, neither one of you have been as happy as you are in a long time. Yup. Squeeze me. And the Love Doctor definitely approves. All for it. And I salute to both of you. Alright? Because you two are going a long ways. 80 years. Alright? To an 80-year relationship. Please make it happen. At least 80 years. Alright? Take it from the Love Doctor, Kevin. You treat the woman right, she'll treat you right. If not, she should have never been born and karma will bite her in the ass eventually. But that's not going to happen with her because she seems like a really, really sweet lady. And I have no doubt in my mind. Especially when I read that she made breakfast for you in bed. Hey, it's supposed to be the other way around, isn't it? You got to be making breakfast for her in bed. But I know you will, man. Because you enjoy cooking, so. You guys are going to, I tell you, I cannot express how happy I am for the two of you. Alright? So, cheers and beers to the both of you. Hope you guys watch the show tonight. Hope you both are drinking a beer with me, because I'm drinking with you. I may not be able to be there physically to drink with you right now, but I'll tell you what. Know that I'm doing the best I can, alright? So, cheers and beers to the both of you. And have a wicked awesome day. The next two shout-outs go to my good friends, Rob and Stephanie Johnson. That's right. Rob, man, always a pleasure hearing from you, and I love your posts. Lots of great scenery, too, man. Dude, how's it going? Hope you're doing great. Oh, I know you're doing great. You're always doing great, man. And then your better half, the lovely Stephanie, who I'm always playing the song pop with. Steph, keep it coming, love. Keep it coming. That's right. That was Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's right. Keep it coming, love. A great song indeed. Love that classic rhythm and blues. And sometimes they classify it as disco too. Nah. That's R&B, baby. 70s R&B right there. Awesome stuff. Good soul music. Funk. You can tie it in with funk. Why not? But Steph, hey, keep your man happy. And Rob, you better keep your better half happy because she's a total sweetheart. So Rob, Steph, a big cheers and beers to the both of you. And thanks for watching as much as you can. And you too, have a wicked awesome day, huh? Do it up. And then the next two, I miss working with this guy. Now he's still living here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Thunder, Oklahoma. And my man Brad Rich, you bubble chasing badass. I know you had to work on a different work schedule than me, but dude, know that I miss you, man. And hope you enjoy the show. And a big shout out to your better half, Robyn, because I'm noticing that she's watching the show every day. And Robyn, thank you so much for your support. A great lady indeed. And you guys were the ones that led me to the place where we could buy an entire brown paper bag of albums for $5. And I got to get back there. It's been a while, so I need to go back. And Rob. I was thinking Rob and Steph. I almost said that. Brad, Robyn, you guys are phenomenal. And hey, come face me in some song pop. It's been a bit. Robyn, you played a little bit last week, but you guys, if you ain't watching the show, play some song pop. Well, if you ain't busy doing better things, understandable. But you guys, support the two of you. You guys are phenomenal. And a big cheers and beers to the both of you. Have a beer tonight. Drink with me, huh? Do it up. With that said, let's get to the celebrity birthdays. Right off the bat. 42 years old. I didn't know who he was, but thanks to Song Pop, that wildly addictive app on the old Facebook, I know who he is now. Jay-Z. That's right. Not a bad rapper either. He got some skills. 42 today. How about that? Now, here you go. Oh, folks, trivia question. I need your help on this one. I can't remember what movie it's from. So, comment section below on the old Facebook or on the old YouTube. What movie is this line from? It's Tyra Banks, you fool. Tyra Banks, you fool. Remember? What movie was that from? I need your help on that one, folks. Let me know, please. And you will get a special shout out on tomorrow's show. Alright? Tyra Banks is 39 today. That's right. Beautiful, beautiful woman. I'm telling you. Gorgeous. Supermodel. How about Jeff Bridges? Actor Jeff Bridges. Born in the state in 1949. And he teamed up with his brother Beau Bridges in a movie that I just love the name of it. The Fabulous Baker Boys. And people used to call my brother and I that a lot after that movie came out. So, hey, well, my brother and I are pretty damn fabulous. So, we tell you, year 25 days and 1 hour apart exactly. So, I'm older. But you'd think he was because he's a big, bad, Bruno, badass, tough guy. I'm a softie. Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter, all right? How about Marissa Tomei? Hard to believe she's 48 now. Yeah, she's been around a while. Gorgeous back in her day, man. Gorgeous. Wow. Beautiful actress. Good actress, too. How about the late, great Dennis Wilson, born in this day in 1944, sadly drowned December 28, 1983 at the age of 39. I remember watching the news when he drowned. My parents were sad because they were huge Beach Boys fans and still are, as am I. Dennis Wilson was the drummer for the Beach Boys. Ironically, surf band, and he dies from drowning. I think alcohol or drugs or something were in that, though. The Wilson family, tragic. Between Dennis and then Karl died of cancer at the age of 53 back in 99. The only one that's alive out of the three brothers is Brian Wilson, the oldest. He's 70 now. And he's the one that did all the drugs and everything and was freaking a loony bin. He was a loony, a nut. Now this guy, anybody remember the game show Tic-Tac-Toe back in the 80s? I know I do. This guy was a MC'd that game show. And now I'm talking about Wink Martindale. Born in this day in 1933. He's 79 now. Still going strong. He was a phenomenal host for game shows. And there was another game show he did. I'm drawing a blank now, but he was actually a 50s country rockabilly singer at one time as well. Had a pretty big hit in 1959. And I'm drawing a blank on the song, but squeeze me. Yep, so he's still around. Wink Martindale. That name ought to ring a bell to some of you older folks. I know it rings a bell to me. On his day in 1860, sadly passed away in 1946. but he would be celebrating a birthday today. George Hormel. Yep, that's right, the food dude. Canned meats, including, he's the one that invented Spam. Everybody's favorite lunch meat. Spam. Meatsicles in a can. That's right. How about Robert Adler, born on this day in 1914, passed away at the age of 92, 5 years ago. He worked for Zenith. Robert Adler worked for Zenith. Everybody loves this guy because he patented the remote control. That's right, TV remote control. Hello! He invented a lot of laziness is what he did. Good job there, buddy. On this day, alright, so there's our celebrity birthdays. How about some historical facts of the day? On this day in 1996, NASA's first Mars rover was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida. On this day in 1991, I remember this one vividly, Pan Am World Airways. Yep, Pan Am. Very famous airline. They ended. Terrible. Terminated. Ugh. On this day in 1970, the unemployment rate in the United States hit 5.8%. That was a big thing back then. Of course, what's it now? Like 7 to 8%. So that ain't nothing. That was 1970. On this day, 1945, the Senate approves the United States participation in the United Nations. That's right. Remember the United Nations. On this day, 1997. Remember this fruitcake, Latrell Sprewell? Yeah, pretty badass small forward in the NBA, but also a hothead. He was suspended for 1 year by the NBA for attacking his coach. His coach, not the opposing team's coach, his own coach. Wow. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, was he playing for Golden State then? I can't remember. I think it was Golden State. I remember with the Knicks, I thought he had gotten into a fight with Jeff Van Gundy. But that shit was crazy. Latrell Sprewell was crazy. Spree was nuts. Alright? On this day, 1981, ironically, I actually remember watching the first episode of this show. My grandparents had it on at their house. We were over at our grandparents' house. It was Friday night. And right after Dallas, they had a brand new TV show called Falcon Crest with Jane Wyman. And the first wife of the late, great Ronald Reagan. Now, Jane Wyman, Falcon Crest, that show lasted a long time, too. It lasted like 8, 9 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even 10. Falcon Crest, CBS TV, on this day in 1981. 31 years ago today. Wow. On this day in 1977, the NFL had their 5,000th game. And it happened to be the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Kansas City Chiefs 27-7. On this day in 1952, a killer fog begins in London. And smog became a word. I don't associate smog with London. I associate smog with Smog Angeles. That's right, Los Angeles, California. Home of smog. And all you Californians will know that's true, and anybody who's ever been there. On this day in 1942, FDR orders the dismantling of the Works Project Administration. That was a big thing, the WPA, back in the 30s. It created a lot of jobs. By 1942, no longer needed, so he dismantled it. On this day, 1931, the movie Frankenstein opened at Mayfair. I think it was Mayfair, New Jersey, or Mayfair, New York. Didn't get a lot of good info on that, but Frankenstein with Boris Karloff premiered. How about that? Another big one in New York. On this day, 1927, jazz great Duke Ellington opened at the Cotton Club in Harlem. The beginning of his incredible, impressive career in jazz. On this day in 1923, the first version of the Ten Commandments premiered. An incredible movie. Cecil B. DeMille, C.B. DeMille directed a lot of very elaborate movies. And the Ten Commandments from 1923 was one of them. And he actually directed the remake in 1956, which was another phenomenal movie. The Ten Commandments, great movie. I've seen both versions, and I haven't seen them in a long time. On this day in 1812, Peter Galliard of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 200 years ago today. How about that? Because they don't pronounce it Lancaster. They pronounce it Lancaster. Amish community, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, okay? But this guy patented the horse-drawn mower. Why don't we have horses still mow the lawn today? Then we wouldn't have to. Sorry for all you horse lovers out there. I know there's a few of you. On this day in 1680, a hen in Rome laid an egg that was imprinted with a comet that was not seen until 12 days later. I'd never heard anything about this, and it blew me away so much I couldn't help but share that one with you. December 4th, 1680. So basically a hen that laid an egg that should have been laid 12 days later. I don't know. Take it as you will. That's one to look up on Google. Google it. And on this day in 1619, though this Thanksgiving wasn't the one we know today quite so much, it was more being thankful to the Lord and all that. America's first Thanksgiving Day actually occurred in Virginia, Jamestown, Virginia. But 2 years later, in 1621, of course, we had the very first big feast Thanksgiving in the greatest state in the nation, Massachusetts. That's right. So there you go. There's all your facts of the day. Folks, let's get to the movie of the day. How about a TV episode for today? The Big Counterfeit. Now, the last episode of Dragnet aired August 23rd, 1959. This was the next to last episode. From August 16th, 1959. Basically, there's a guy that poses as a cop and tells people they have counterfeit money. He's like, oh, yep, you need to report that. And he's basically a con artist, and then he ends up posing as his wife's uncle or cop uncle. Weird, interesting episode. So, I mean, what was it? They had 276 total TV episodes, and that was episode number 275. I think it was 276 they had. I know they had 328 radio episodes, although it was 382 aired. The last season, 56, 57, had the same episode that they just re-aired them. They were repeats. But Dragnet, the 50s version, phenomenal show. Jack Webb, this guy was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's get to the babe of the day. And how about the song of the day? Folks, somebody's here. Only fitting that the babe of the day would be this lovely lady. It's Tyra Banks, you fool! That's right, 39, and damn, she's looking fine. Good Lord. I think she bought some boobies in that picture. I don't remember her boobies being that big. But today's song of the day is an awesome song where you're going to rock the house from the greatest year of music ever, in my personal opinion, 1956. We got some rockabilly today by the late, great Johnny Carroll, born in 1937, sadly passed away in 1995, I think, heart attack, if I'm not mistaken. This one is absolutely wild. He was only 18, 19 years old when he recorded it in 1956. The song is called Crazy, Crazy Lovin', and he is from Texas. He's a Texas guy. That's right, Eastern New Mexico. This guy was awesome, and so is this song. I think you will all agree with that. And I just got to adjust the volume because I don't have it at the 100% that it needs to be, so you can all hear the song. Here you go, Crazy, Crazy Lovin', 1956. The late, great Johnny Carroll. And let's show off some Tyra Banks, you fool! Boy, if this doesn't rock the house, I don't know what it does. She'll rock the house. How about some crazy, crazy... Oops. How about some crazy, crazy loving with Tyra Banks? Dream on, folks! Dream the hell on. She's saving it for the live doctor, that's right. Woo. Good Lord, she is gorgeous. I'm not nuts about supermodels, you know? I'm not. But Tyra Banks, man, you. Good Lord, look at that.
I feel just like a real gone daddy when you're giving me a red hot kiss. So save your crazy, crazy love, baby. Save your crazy love for me.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Don't let nobody
I love that picture. Tyra Banks in a bra, baby. Oh, damn. Get it? Oh, I'd get it and I'd hit it. If I was single, of course. smoking hot.
When we're dancing crazy, baby, well, you cuddle up so fine. Squeeze me crazy, baby, yes.
A little older there, but hey, older and bolder. That's her last year. And she's still, I tell you what, she's still looking good, folks. I'm telling you. She still looks good. That's her today, pretty much, alright? Still beautiful as can. Oh, boy, but do I love her there. Come nurse me back to health, will you? If I was single, of course. That's right, Tyra. You save your crazy loving just for me, alright?
Don't let nobody else love you. Save your crazy, crazy loving just for me. Oh, yeah.
Royalty? Nah, my wife's royalty. She is badass, though. Let's find one more hot one. Oh, I always dig polka dots. How about you? Sports Illustrated cover. Hell yeah. One more for good measure. Oh, good Lord. That's the way to end the day right there. If you don't think she's beautiful, you probably got two glass eyes, or unless you're racist, then that's just stupid. Because I love all women. Alright? Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. And before I say anything, oh yeah, I'll get to it. Folks, it's time to make like a fetus and head out. So everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spray. Drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being the Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. Manning or men slapping women or racism. Things like that are just plain stupid. And hey, RG3 and the Redskins. Way to go last night. The red shirts. The Deadskins, as I like to call them. You know what? They came alive and they beat the Giants 17-16. Eli Manning, they gave you the big GFY. That's right, you schlepper. Hell yeah. Loved it. Love watching Eli Manning go down. The Cowboys and Redskins are only one game back of the New York Giants. There's a possibility that the New York football Eli Mannings could miss the playoffs. Not likely, but it could happen. Folks, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Redskins. Eli Manning sucks ass.